This is your girl AP, and if this is your very first video that you clicked on, welcome to my channel. I talk everything money management, lifestyle vlogs, and motherhood. In this video, I want to teach you my payday routine. If you're interested in knowing where all of this money goes when I get paid, stay tuned. Alright, so it's payday. What are you gonna do? What do? I want to show you what I do every time I get paid. First of all, when it's payday, I always make sure I go into my account to make sure my money is correct. You always want to make sure that the hours that you work lined up with what got deposited into your account. Next, I make sure that I track all my expenses, anything that I've purchased via cash or my debit card, just to make sure everything is looking the way it should and that I wasn't charged for anything that I wasn't aware of, you know, because sometimes you can have reoccurring payments and you can forget that you even had that, or it could have been something that you signed up for and you forgot to cancel it. So I always want to make sure that I stay on top of my expenses. I did create this budget worksheet. It's tailored to fit my lifestyle. I have my monthly income category here, and then my fixed expenses, my cash envelopes, my sinking funds, and then down here I have room for my money challenges. For me, fixed expenses can also mean variable expenses. For example, my utilities, although I know they come out once a month, the amount due may be different, but I still put them under my fixed expenses, so I'll know each pay period what I have to pay for. Now my money challenges, you can check out a video regarding how I do my money challenges in 2022. I am doing 6 money challenges, so that category is here. My sinking funds, I put those there. Now those will vary depending on, you know, how much I want to save per month per sinking fund. I do not fund every sinking fund every time I get paid, but I do have a category here for that. My cash envelopes here, I will show you that as well. It's basically 5 different cash envelopes that I use every single time that I get paid. But this here, I created it on Canva, and this is what it looks like. And this helps me to stay on track every pay period. Now every time I get paid, I go to the ATM and I withdraw a certain amount of money for my cash envelopes. Now my bank only allows me to withdraw a certain amount per day, so I have to do 2 transactions. So the first transaction for my withdrawals will be for my cash envelopes, and then I go back the next day and I withdraw money for my cash, for my sinking funds and my money challenges. Now remember, it is so very important to pay yourself first. Now what do I mean by that? For me, it means that I have automatic transfers from my checking account into my savings account. It is very important for me to make sure that I save a certain amount of money per paycheck. And if it's automatically taken from my checking to my savings and I don't have to do anything, that's a win. And another thing that I do to pay myself, I make sure that a certain amount of money also goes toward investments. I'm saving now for the future. Here are basically my cash envelopes. I do groceries, miscellaneous, I do household, I do eating out, and the last one I do is for personal. I withdraw basically $500 per paycheck, and for groceries, I usually keep the same amount each time in the envelope. It's like $220, so it's $440 a month for groceries, but I always try to not spend all of the money that I have in my cash envelopes, because I like to save as much as possible, and the money that I save goes into my rollover challenge. My miscellaneous, I usually fund that for $100. Now this is like my emergency fund for my cash envelopes. Anytime I run out of money from my other cash envelopes, I can always tap into this one. So that's my miscellaneous. I put usually $100 in here. My personal envelope, I usually fund this with $40. My eating out, I'm not eating out a lot, but I still put $100 in here because you just never know. You may need to eat out because life is just busy. So I just rather have it than to not have it. And then household, I put $40 in this envelope. Now let's talk about a few of my sinking funds. Like I said earlier, I do go to the ATM twice, and the second time I take out money for my sinking funds and my cash, for my money challenges, for my 2022 money challenges. Here what you're seeing is basically the money that I took from the ATM and a few of the sinking funds that I try to focus on. So I'll have my dog. I don't have pet insurance, so I just save for her. The HOA fee is always due in January, so I put a little bit of that per paycheck in there. Medical, this is basically for co-pays, or you know, you can go to the doctor and they will always send you a bill. So at least I'll have some money I can put into my account if I need to pay a bill. Back to school, the kids are growing still. You always need money for clothing, and then home repairs. It's always something when you're a homeowner. So now there are two more envelopes that I want to share in this video that I just came up with. My birthday, I'm going to start a sinking fund for my birthday, because this birthday I had a ton of fun. I spent a lot of money, and to fund my birthday this month I had money in my checking account, so I just, you know, used that money. But I want to start a sinking fund for that. Yeah, next year will be a big year, so I do want to save for that. And then the next one is senior year for my oldest son. Wow, I know when I graduated it cost a lot of money, probably for my mom. So I want to start a sinking fund for that, so I won't feel overwhelmed regarding all of the things that I have to pay for during senior year. I'll probably start this one next pay period, but at least I will have the envelope ready. Well, thanks for watching. This was just a quick video because I just wanted to show you what I do when I get paid. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please, I want to encourage you to do so. Let's grow this channel. Well, until the next video, you take care and make sure you track your expenses and stay on top of your payday routine.